What is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for the OPTC video, and in today's video we're taking Captain COBY and a strength fighter team into some PvP, taking a look at COBY's PvP kit, because with the release of both himself and Film Red Gear 5 Luffy, the strength team has kind of shot to the moon. During PvP championships, we were doing a lot of testing with the strength team. It has quickly risen to one of the best teams in the game, purely because of the addition of this Gear 5, or Snake Man Luffy, however you want to call him. But now COBY added to the mix can do some incredible things. Now, COBY is one of those weird characters where he fits in on the strength team, but he also boosts fighter characters. His ability buffs strength by attack level 6, speed level 6, and HP level 6, but then does fighter teammates crit up level 6. Now, the fighter crit up, it's whatever. It doesn't really need to be the central focus, but the passive of level 6 speed, attack, and HP is kind of nutty. It's an incredibly strong passive. It's just really good numbers. And then on top of that, if you do run fighters, you can get the crit percent up level 6 as well, which is really crazy. If you have either a Zoro, Sanji, Helmeppo, Usopp, Nami, or Robin on the team, fighter class teammates will then get CT speed up level 3. Now, this is where the fighter tag really comes into play, because if you can bring one of these characters, the fighter team gets 3 CT speed up, which is very powerful. There is one particular unit that works incredibly well here, which is the PvP Sanji. He's also a powerhouse fighter. He also gives CT speed up. So with the combination of both COBY and the PvP Sanji that you do see on this team, we can get level 8 or level 8 or level 6. I think it's level 6 actually. Level 6 CT speed on top of what COBY's doing with his passive. So really nice stuff just as a unit on the team. But on top of that, his special is actually ridiculously good as well. He targets strength type teammates CT reduction by 30%, which is insane. And we've seen that be very powerful with stuff like Carrot, with stuff like Rush Sanji. 30% CT is ridiculous, especially because Luffy needs a lot of help in that regard to actually get his cooldowns. Now, COBY is on a 30-second cooldown. It is quite large, but this 30% is incredibly powerful, especially if it does go before Luffy. It means that no matter what, that next shot that Luffy is going to throw out is going to be a lot of damage. Even going up against stuff like Quick, we can actually do some really nice stuff with this particular team. Now, this team, it's not foolproof across everything. Like, Roger Whitebeard in that last slasher fight could have been a problem. If RNG kind of swings a little bit differently, like, you're not always going to win, but look, that's the name of the game when it comes to PvP. And I sort of just wanted to showcase COBY on more of a fighter-centric build. He also targets team for a 50% chance to haste, so not only can he give the CD reduction, but then can also have the chance to bring characters forward, so that way you can actually just activate their specials. When Luffy goes off, like, he does so much damage, and having access to Kaido on the bench is it's kind of nuts as well. Not only that, but he targets one enemy with the highest current HP for 2.5 times attack 2 times, and when HP is 50% or below, he targets strength type teammates for a shield of level 4. Now, as you guys saw in the last fight, we put up that shield, and it's ridiculous. It's so nice to have that ability to just get around damage with a shield. So it's really nice, and strength are now in a really good spot where they're not only getting a lot of CT speed with COBY and they're getting some really good stats, but they're also getting defensive capabilities of shields and haste abilities to just allow them to pop their specials off sooner. Now, Kaido, when he first came out, was a character that I wasn't a huge fan of, but now with the resurgence of strength and what stuff like King is doing in the front, stuff with like Luffy is doing, and what this COBY is doing, it's so nice to have a unit like Kaido floating around, and the fact that you can float him off the bench is just so nice as well. Now, strength have always been in a really good spot when it comes to Pirate Festival rare recruits as well. And the big one for this particular team build that you do see here is having King in the front. King in the front is an absolute menace. He does only buff fighter type teammates, and usually he comes off the bench, but he can give level 6 HP and level 6 attack. And in the last 50 seconds, he gets level 5 CT speed to himself, but his special targets enemies within a large horizontal range that ignores defense for 2 times his attack. Now, this is just an absolutely devastating attack, and having access to this in the front with COBY's CD reduction, as well as Sanji giving cooldown reduction, and then the haste ability, you have so many options with what is being brought into the forefront. And like I said, even when you go up against like quick builds, Kaido's on the front, obviously, but going up against quick, you can actually still win, which is kind of nuts to think that this should never actually happen. The main reason COBY shines, in my opinion, though, is because he makes Luffy just that much better. Luffy being on a 35-second cooldown and not having that much access to those types of supports to get CD reduction was always a bit of a problem. Now, through Grand Party, I was running stuff like Sanji and I was using stuff like Vivi to get like level 8 CD reduction. Now with COBY, we can get level 6 CD reduction on top of another like really good passive. Vivi and Sanji's passive has always just been a little bit lackluster besides what they are doing for their CD reduction. Now with COBY giving the level 6 to 3 very, very good stats, as well as having the CD reduction, it's really, really nice to bring something like Sanji on the team. Sanji's yet to get a level limit break, but the combination of these two units just makes Luffy that much better. Luffy's special targets 2 enemies for 1.5 times his attack 3 times. He also gives himself level 5 attack up first. And as you can see at the start of this fight, we're already sitting at like, 30 attack, something like that, or 24 attack, which is kind of nuts. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of attack for then Luffy to then increase it by 5 and do damage on top of that ignores defense. And then if you're below 60% HP, he has 3.5 times attack in a large range as well. So he can do some really cool stuff, not only on the strength fighter team, but basically on any defensive team or any regular strength team too, as his regular ability just buffs strength. He also gives himself a shield as well when he drops below 50% HP, and you can do some really nice stuff. But having the ability to get his special off and just give him haste and just do stuff like this, it's kind of scary to think like how much power this unit can have at level 150. And when COBY's giving the haste and giving the CD reduction, in a hypothetical situation, for example, just giving the CD reduction right as COBY goes, making Gear 5 Luffy, the film red one, go from the bee's dick of not being at max special to then giving him haste and having the special just pop off in the next turn. You can just wipe out an entire team with this ability. So keep an eye on this for defensive teams. It's going to be pretty scary to go up against them. They're both not free spirit as well, so they're not shackled to that free spirit tag, nor are they having to compete with other units on this particular team. But that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know what you think of the Strength Fighter team in the comment section below. While you're down there, bell like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, whatever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!